So I can't stand to see you, to feel you. My insides are turning blue. I like the way that you walk. Sometimes I wish you'd never stop. My heart aches, my bones break with each little move you make. I can't help, I can't really help it. You make me feel like you're waiting for the next mistake. Something had to change. Give a time and break. It's kinda hard to explain. Not bad that you don't adore. Wish you told me that when you're with me I feel lonely. I've been staring outside, spare time, was thinking I could find where leaves blow, where the weeks go, when the snow comes to dampen your fall. Far from the life that we knew, months hurtle by and I barely see you. So I've been down as it sounds. When you're with me, you're somebody else. I can't help, I can't really help it. You make me feel like you're waiting for the next mistake. Something had to change. You give a time and break. It's kinda hard to explain. I bet you don't. Wish you told me that when you're with me I feel lonely. Oh, you're waiting for the next mistake. You're saying hi to your friends. People wonder why to bring. Nice to see you again. Your intentions are so damn hazy. I wish you'd let your guard get lazy. Oh.
일단은 12시까지는 좀 들어오면 좋겠다 약간 이런 식으로 말씀하셨어요.
상냥하시네. 우리는 12시까지 안 되려면 네 머리 대가리 다 분리를 우리다. 너무해.
이게 제일 순한 거예요. 타바코가 조금 그 일반 담배보다 더 순하고 담배가 제일 독해요. 담배는 약간 그 진짜 찌는 냄새 이런 거 나요. 근데 뭔가 마약류는 좀 그래요.
근데 일주로 되는 게 아니니까. 장학까지 쓰긴 했거든? 근데 그걸 또 일본어로 바꾸는 게 너무 귀찮은 거야. 근데 거기서 멈춰있고 다 만들어 놓고. 내가 류아 때 내가 이거 한국어 다 붙였으니까 자기가 구글 번역기 돌려가지고 네가 알아서 붙여주면 안 돼? 이렇게 했더니 거예요. 자기의 컨텐츠에는 자기가 책임을 가집시다. 거절했어. 예.
otro pique. Lo disolvemos este.
If you will have to pass everywhere in the cup.
No, no, no. Ahora.
Yeah, the basketball because